Welcome back. Today of the day, we're going back to the normal format. It's Mothering Sunday for Americans, so I hope you got something, or at least did something, or contacted them in some way. I understand it's a little bit more difficult to actually celebrate it. We had plans for our Mother's Day, because our Mother's Day falls before yours, which we had to cancel because it was just after all of this lockdown and stuff happened. Because we had the plans and then all this happened, and so we had to cancel it. Which is a shame, because we were going to quite an interesting sounding restaurant actually. But there are other days for today. There are 4 of those days for today, and all of them are actually for the 10th. None of them are relative. The only one that's relative is Mother's Day, which is apparently the 2nd Sunday in May for America. Again, it's not for us. I feel the need to clarify that, because I find it really strange. Because again, our Father's Day, is the same, but Mother's Day is different for whatever reason. National Clean Up Your Room Day. My room is... well, my room's alright. My room's generally pretty neat because obviously there is all of this space, which is my VR space, which is why if you watched yesterday's video, you would hear me talk about how I can quite easily hit the ceiling. But that's my VR space, so that's pretty clear. The only thing that may be kind of messy is back underneath this thing. There's a little ridge, and that's just storage, and it's basically just a load of old toys and stuff from when I was younger. That's a bit of a mess, and even then that's relatively neat actually. My room's kind of the bits that are messy, yeah, they're kind of messy, but it's kind of organized chaos. So I don't necessarily need to clean my room in any capacity. The only problem I get is this room being an attic, it gets super, super fucking dusty. And that is something I cannot do anything about, because I'll dust something and then 2 days later it'll be covered in dust again, so. It's kind of, I do every now and again go over everything. But it's not worth it too much because it is such a prevalent problem. National Lipid Day is actually kind of funnily about a disease that causes a lack of them. Or in awareness to, I guess, not effectively about. Lipids are fat cells. They are the cells in your body that carry the cells, well, they're not even the cells in the body that carry fat. They are the cells, I guess they are also in our body, but they are fat cells. Effectively. So they're not necessarily a bad thing, because again, people who tell you don't eat fat, that's objectively wrong. People who tell you don't eat carbs are probably a little bit more right, but you can need some carbs. Carbs are literally energy, human fuel, more than any other food. Carbohydrates are human food, so low carb diet, fair enough. No carb diet, that's a stupid idea. I don't know. I know things, I just don't care, which is why I look the way I do. Also, again, straight to bone. Straight. There's no good way to show it because moop. But, that goes straight to bone. The bone there, but the wrists and stuff, shins as well. Straight to bone. Well, yeah, shins. Aneurysm, calf's the back, shins are the front. Right? I was just saying about how I know stuff and then I'm getting confused about anatomy. Yeah, I know some stuff, I get confused by other stuff. I never liked biology. National Shrimp Day. I don't like shrimp. I don't like prawns. I've said it before. They're not the worst seafood, but I don't like them. The main thing I don't like about them is the smell. They smell more than most fish to me, and I don't like it. And I'm not a big fan. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty much not a fan at all. Not one of the things that immediately reject from my stomach, I don't think. Or I think, at least in small enough quantities, I'm thinking, if I had more than a few, it would. But yeah, I've mentioned before, I don't do seafood, really. There's some very, very specific pieces of seafood that I do. And I often don't try new seafood for similar reasons. I want to try sushi, but I don't. Because, if I was going to try sushi, I think I'd go tuna, because I can eat, the canned tuna, but they are very, very different, beasts. And it's that thing of, I don't want to pick up a thing, eat one, and go, Yep, nope, can't stomach that. And it still have like three other bits of roll on the plate. The one sushi I have had that I really liked had crab in it, so I knew I was gonna was a soft shell crab, so I knew I was gonna be able to eat it, because like crab and lobster and that sort of thing is one of the things I can eat. Was spider rolls. So it's like crab and asparagus, I think, and some spicy sauce, I think. It was good. It was good. It was in Morimoto, Asia, so it was another one of those. This has turned into another tale from Disney. From my last Disney holiday, which I recorded but didn't upload anything for. Because I can't be arsed editing it anymore. I can't be arsed editing it anymore every now. Actually, that's not strictly true. I did take a couple of clips from it and put it in one of these, actually. So if you go back through Day of the Day, you'll see a couple things. One of them was from the Disney trip, one of them wasn't. It was just from that month that I was recording stuff. But yeah, it's both in the same episode. Go have a look. And finally, National Washington Day. First of all, why do you feel the need to have a day for every state? 2, this is one of the only states I understand the name for because it's named after a guy. The fuck is a Wyoming? Or a Texas? Or an Arkansas? It's pronounced Arkansas. I don't know why you as a language can't pronounce your own states correctly. And someone's gonna slap me for that one of these days, but it's accurate actually. It is supposed to be Arkansas. And I don't know why people call it Arkansas. Well, that's what I don't know what that is, but Washington is a guy. You named it after a guy, and then you stuck the face of that guy on your flag, which is amazingly bucking the trend. It's not blue, it's fucking green. No, honey, I'm not beautiful. I'm gorgeous. And yes, those were your days for today. Join the flock and subscribe. Embrace the chaos. Share these videos because YouTube doesn't, and it's kind of difficult to get off the ground without people seeing the videos. And finally, the reminder of our mission statement. As an existence, as a collective, just me, actually. Even if it's just me, but I feel like as a collective, it should be change the world. I never know how in focus that is, because sometimes it's more in focus than others. But it says change the world. That one says Shattered Sheep, which is the name of the company that I owned, which, yeah, I know. I did that out of order. Slightly out of order. Well, that has been me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.